was life like in ancient Egypt for Nubians who had settled there? I wish there was a specific answer to this question, but it's a little hard when the records that have survived from ancient Egypt mostly come from the perspective of those Egyptians. But let's see if we can get some different insights. For those who don't know, Nubia is a region just south of the modern border of Egypt in modern-day Sudan. There are many different cultural groups that have lived there, such as the ancient kingdom of Kush, but the word Nubia is strictly for everyone from that region. The ancient Egyptians and the ancient Nubians ranged from friends to foe, depending on what time period you're talking about. Both groups interacted a lot throughout ancient times. Trade was ongoing, as a lot of Egypt's gold actually came from Nubia. Nubians are depicted bringing tribute of animals and plants that weren't native to Egypt, like giraffes and elephants. But we also have Nubians appearing as respected members of society, and Nubian archers at times also served as mercenaries in the Egyptian armies. All of Nubia was conquered by the Egyptian pharaohs in the New Kingdom, who installed viceroys in the south. But the tables were turned in the 25th dynasty, when the kings of the Kingdom of Kush conquered all of Egypt and ruled out of the Egyptian capital of Memphis, though eventually they were pushed back to Nubia by the Assyrians, who took over all of Egypt. I wish we had more knowledge of the everyday Nubian that may have been living in Egypt, but it's unfortunately a difficult thing to study because a person's identity can change over time. And if a Nubian, say, is living in Egypt for the majority of their life, they may identify as Egyptian, and that's just not something that the ancient Egyptians really wrote down a lot in their records. There are a lot of theories of certain officials or royalty in the New Kingdom may have had Nubian origins, but even that is hard to determine, again, based on their identity. And when usually Egyptians were very proud as depicting themselves as Egyptian. Let me know if you want to hear some of those theories or if you want to hear about this guy who most likely had Nubian origins.